Ever wondered how one city managed to rule a vast empire stretching from Britain to the deserts of Syria for centuries? It wasn't just about legions and emperors. It was about something much more fundamental, something built to last, something you can still walk on today. We're talking about the incredible Roman road system, the world's first true all roads lead to Rome. It's a famous saying, but it's more than just a proverb. It was a literal statement of fact, the central design principle of an empire. The Romans were masters of logistics, and they understood that to control territory, you needed to move armies, supplies, and information faster than anyone else. The answer was a network of over 400,000 kilometers of roads, with more than 80,000 kilometers paved with stone. This wasn't just a collection of dirt tracks. It was a marvel of engineering that would remain unrivaled for over 1,000 years. So, how did they build these roads that have survived millennia? It was a precise, standardized process that would make any modern civil engineer proud. First, Roman surveyors, known as grammatici, would plot the straightest possible course, using simple but effective tools like the gramma, a device for surveying right angles. They favored direct routes, often cutting straight through hills and bridging valleys rather than going around them. This take-no-prisoners approach to geography is what gives Roman roads their famously straight character. Once the path was set, the construction began. It was a layered process, almost like making a giant multi-layered cake of earth and stone. The first step was to dig a trench, called a fossa, which could be several feet deep. The bottom layer, the statumen, was made of large, flat stones mixed with mortar or clay to create a solid foundation. This was crucial for stability and drainage. Next came the rudis, a layer of smaller stones, gravel, and broken pottery, all compacted tightly to a depth of about 9 inches. This layer provided a firm, yet slightly flexible, base. Above that was the nucleus, a layer of sand, lime, cement, and gravel, which was laid down and rolled flat. Think of it as a kind of ancient Roman concrete. Finally, the top layer, the summum, dorsum or pavimentum was laid. These were the iconic large polygonal paving stones, fitted together so perfectly that you often couldn't slip a knife blade between them. The road was also engineered with a slight camber, meaning it was higher in the middle and sloped down to the sides. This genius design allowed rainwater to drain off into ditches running alongside the road, preventing flooding and erosion. The result was an incredibly durable, all-weather highway. These weren't just roads, they were arteries of the empire, pulsating with life. For the military, they were invaluable. A legion could march at a steady pace of 20 miles a day, and in an emergency, forced marches could cover even more ground. This unprecedented speed meant Rome could respond to threats on its frontiers with astonishing rapidity, reinforcing garrisons or crushing rebellions before they could gain momentum. Each road was a projection of Roman power, a clear message that the legions could be anywhere, and quickly. Beyond the military, the roads revolutionized trade and communication. Before the Romans, long-distance trade was a slow, dangerous, and expensive affair. The Roman road network, complete with rest stops called manciones, every 15 to 20 miles, made it safer and more predictable. Goods like olive oil from Spain, grain from Egypt, wine from Gaul, and spices from the East could now be transported across the continent. This created a truly interconnected Roman economy, bringing wealth to the provinces and a dazzling array of goods to the markets of Rome. A merchant could travel from London to Rome on a continuous, reliable road system, a feat that wouldn't be possible again until the modern era. Communication also became incredibly efficient. The cursus publicus, or the Imperial Postal Service, used the road network to deliver messages and officials across the empire. A network of relay stations with fresh horses meant that an urgent message could travel up to 50 miles a day. This was the internet of the ancient world, allowing the emperor in Rome to stay informed and issue commands to governors hundreds of miles away. It was this flow of information that held the administrative fabric of the empire together. But perhaps the most profound impact of the Roman roads was cultural. As people, ideas, and goods flowed freely along these routes, a shared Roman identity began to form. Latin spread as the common language of trade and administration. Architectural styles, laws, and customs were transmitted from one end of the empire to the other. A person living in Roman Britain might drink wine from a Gallic vineyard, use pottery made in North Africa, and pray to Roman gods, all thanks to the connectivity provided by the roads. They were the physical conduits for the process of Romanization, binding diverse peoples into a single, vast civilization. Even after the Western Roman Empire fell in the 5th century AD, the roads endured. For centuries, they remained the best and sometimes the only viable routes for travel and trade in Europe. Many modern European highways, like the A1 in England, still follow the original paths laid down by Roman surveyors 2,000 years ago. The roads outlasted the empire that built them, a silent testament to the ingenuity and vision of their creators. They stand as a powerful symbol of how infrastructure doesn't just connect places, it builds empires, forges economies, and shapes the course of history. The next time you hear all roads lead to Rome, remember the sheer scale of that achievement. It wasn't just a saying. It was the engineering principle that built the ancient world's greatest superpower, a legacy of stone and gravel that still lies beneath our feet today, connecting us to the grandeur of the Roman past. Thanks for journeying back in time with us today. If you enjoyed this look at ancient engineering, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next historical deep dive. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.